Take your shoes off at the door. Yeah, we getting real. Talking all the things they say you shouldn't feel. From locker room truths to Capitol lies.
Shoes off talk.
Shoes off talk.
Woo, woo.
What's up? What's going on over there, Christy?
Oh man, yeah, you already see the tension coming off me today. So this is a perfect topic that we have today.
Man.
How are you doing, Floyd? I didn't even
well.
ask you.
No, I'm doing well. Hey, it's another day above the ground, so I'm doing good. Doing good.
Yes, I'm glad to hear that. So you came up with this topic today.
Yes.
What is our topic?
It is called, oh my gosh, the system wasn't built for peace.
The system, was it built for peace? Wasn't built for peace.
Yes.
Agreed.
Yes.
100%.
So with that one, I had, normally, when we do topics, we just pretty much, we'll do the topic and then we'll go into it.
Mm-hmm.
So this time I wanted to do something different. I'll put something to it, like an introduction, before we dive right into it.
Okay.
Okay. So I have written this out, so just y'all bear with me.
Okay.
So it says, welcome to Shoes Off Talk, where we get comfortable enough to deal with the uncomfortable truths. Today's conversation is one a lot of people feel but don't always know how to say out loud. Why does life feel so heavy right now? Why does it seem like no matter how much we accomplish, there's always more pressure waiting for us on the other side? We're diving into a question that challenges everything we've been taught about success, survival, and sanity. Was the system ever really built for peace? Because if you look closely, most people aren't just tired, they're stretched emotionally, mentally, and financially. And somewhere along the way, being busy became normal, and being at peace started feeling out of reach. But here's what makes this conversation important. We're not just pointing at the problem, we're also asking what it would take to reclaim peace in a world that seems designed to take it from us. So whether you're working, resting, overwhelmed, or just trying to make sense of it all, take your shoes off and get comfortable.
All right.
That's right.
I got my shoes off.
That's right. I got mine off.
You got yours off?
I got mine off.
All right. So I got my shoes off. I think we're ready to dive into this. I think that's a great point. And absolutely not. The system was not built for peace.
No, it wasn't.
However, I think the system is successfully doing exactly what it was created for. It is doing a great job of keeping us in a constant state of stress, fear, division.
There it is. Yeah.
That's what I think it was really created for.
Yeah.
We encourage and we look up to those that are constantly on the go, get stuff done, accomplish, create, build. But we don't give people kudos that are at peace, that have found peace.
They found the solution.
They found a solution. There's very few people that have both. Right. And if you do see people that have peace, usually you're looking at them like, why are you, like, Floyd, have you ever really sat down and meditated for just 10 minutes?
No, I haven't.
And most people that, because I teach meditation, most people that I have sit down for the first time to try to meditate just for 5 minutes, let's just say 5 minutes, it is nearly impossible to try to start because their mind, they think that they're not being they're not accomplishing anything, they're not getting things done, and that's the first place that their mind goes, is they feel like they're being under attack.
Right.
There's some lion ready to pounce on them because they're not getting A, B, and C done. They're not accomplishing. So that's the first place our mind goes, is I should be doing this. I should, like my sister. Oh my goodness. The first time I tried to get her to meditate with me, because she's one that's constantly on the go. She's a go-getter. And I tried to get her to sit down and meditate. She's like, after a minute, she's like, okay, is that 10 minutes? And I'm like, no, that was 30 seconds. That was 30 seconds. Oh, but I got to go put the laundry in. I got to go do this. And then I've got to go. And I was like, okay, you can do this for 10 minutes. That's all we're asking for. But your mind starts telling you that you are not being successful. You are not going to get shit done. It starts bombarding you with all the stuff that you need to do and how you are being bad for not accomplishing those things.
Yeah.
You actually have to give yourself more time and space until it goes blank. And I remember, like, when I first went through my divorce, and I had to really think about this. I used to look at people that would go out to dinner or movies and stuff by themselves, and I thought it was so weird. I'm like, how do you go out to dinner by yourself? Like, I wouldn't want to sit there by myself, or a movie by myself. Like, I would never want to do that. Because I grew up in a full house all the time. When my parents divorced, we moved in with my grandparents. So I always had my grandparents around or my mom around. We had neighborhood kids at the house all the time, my sister, then younger brothers. Like, we always had people around us. And then I became a mother at 18 or 19, really, a month before my 19th birthday. So anyway, I became a mother very young. So I always had children around, or, or I was married at the time. So I always had people around. That when I went through the divorce and he took the kids for the first time, oh my goodness, it was so hard. The silence was deadly. I did not know what to do with myself. And it actually took me a while after I went through my yoga teacher training and learning how to meditate and learning how to enjoy that peace, that moment of silence that you can really just go inside yourself and have all those thoughts just go away and just be with yourself at peace. And you don't have to be here, have this stimulation, have that stimulation. It actually was like finding a whole new world. And I went to a movie for the first time and dinner. I took myself on a date. And it was the best date I've ever been on, let me tell you.
There it is.
Best date. I enjoyed my company. I enjoyed the movie. I was laughing and giggling in the movie, and I wasn't afraid of the person next to me to go, shh, Mom, you're embarrassing me. I just was myself. Right. It was awesome. And I think that more people need to do that. They need to put themselves out of their comfort zone, because at first it's very uncomfortable. Sitting there for 10 minutes quiet, allowing all the thoughts to leave your mind is uncomfortable.
Well, it can be kind of hard.
Yes.
Especially for me.
Yes. For most.
It's like, because I have so much stuff going on up there.
Yeah.
And it's constantly trying to do something, what to do over here, what I got to do over there,
Yes.
Oh, man, that's coming up and all that, Oh, I got to think about this. Oh, wait a minute, I got to read this. I got to, so it's always something going on, but that just getting that peace, when you're able to actually get that peace, then, yeah, I can see the benefit of that, because one thing about it, peace is having control over your thoughts. Instead of your thoughts having
control over you. Yep.
So,
and that's what meditation is built for. That's why we meditate.
Yeah, because that right there, I'm like, and I mean, that's something I need to really start doing, though. I need to start doing it. Because that right there is
because then you learn to, instead of reacting from situations, you absorb the situation, you allow the situation to happen, and you learn to respond to the situation instead of react. You know, most people are in a state of reaction 24/7. They don't respond, they react. And when you react, then those emotions come through, you're affecting all the people around you.
Okay.
And if you give yourself time to absorb really the situation and what's going on, then you can respond. It's the same reason why I always tell people that are in relationships. If you feel a certain way and you want to lash out at that person, bite your tongue. And I know people say that you need to express yourself, but sometimes it's good. You just got to bite your tongue and think. Think about, why am I feeling this way? Why am I having these emotions arise? And then speak. Because if you lash out too quickly with those emotions, you say things that you don't necessarily mean. And you say them in a way. You can always get your point across in a graceful way that's not attacking the other person. Because when you attack the other person, nothing is getting accomplished. Nothing is going to change. They're just going to feel attacked. And then they're going to be like, oh, so-and-so said this and this. Can you believe it? No, that's not actually accomplishing anything. If you want to accomplish having that person actually hear how you feel, you need to respond in a way that they can actually hear you.
You know, it was said that once you say something and then you say, "Oh, you know what? I didn't mean to say that."
Mm-hmm.
But did you not really mean to say that? I mean, because sometimes we just say stuff that we really want to say.
Yeah. You meant to say it. You just said it in a really shitty way that hurt
Yeah.
someone's feelings.
Right. So it's like, and then they always say, if you want the truth out of somebody, get them drunk.
You get them drunk. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They'll spill it all.
Yep.
But because look at it, because peace is it can be what is it? What am I trying to say? A realistic goal.
Mm.
When you want peace, that can be a realistic goal to have. But I understand it's easier said than done.
Yes, it really is.
I understand that.
Now, in meditation, one of the favorite meditations that I like to do, I like to use mantras.
Okay.
When I first get people to meditate. You tell somebody to sit down and you focus on the breath first.
Okay.
You're focusing on your breathing. You add a meditation, so that way you're giving that mind a job. You're focusing on your breath. You're focusing on a phrase, and you're repeating that phrase over and over. Now, your mind will wander. Your mind can multitask and do amazing things. So as you start saying this mantra, you'll start thinking of other things, and then you'll be like, oh, wait, I forgot. What was I saying again? Or I said that wrong. Or I did this mudra wrong, or wait, I did this. So then brings you back. So you can, then I always say, it's okay for your monkey mind to wander. Bring it back. If you notice that you're doing it, bring it back. Bring it back to your breath, bring it back to your mantra. So once you start, then you'll notice your mind start to all the background noise starts to slow down. It starts to slow down. You're training yourself. This is what I'm focusing on right now. I'm not focusing on the laundry I need to do. I'm not focusing on the dishes that need to be washed. I'm focusing on this right now at this moment. So you keep grabbing your mind back. Like, nope, this is what we're focusing on. It's okay to wander. I think people's misconception with meditation is that they feel like if they can't sit silent right away, that they're failing and I'm not even going to try it again. But the fact is you're training your mind to grab it when you can't focus and bring it back here. This is what we're doing. We're focusing on this mantra. We're focusing on this breath work or this mudra. This is what we're focusing on. And that's all we need to focus on right now. So that when those situations do arise, those high stress situations do arise, we can do that. Grab our mind and be like, whoa, wait a second. This is not what we are focusing on right now. This is not what we want to draw our attention to. This is not how we want to react. We want to respond. What is the goal in this? What is the goal of this conversation, of this fight, of whatever it is, that even the job that we're trying to do? What is the goal? Because when our mind is going like this, we're not getting the job done. We're not getting anything done in that relationship, anything accomplished in that relationship when we're fighting. The goal is not going to become accomplished when our monkey mind is going all over the place. We need to be able to focus it. Say, what is it that we really want here? And peace. we want peace. We want to be able to get our job done with peace.
That's the ultimate right there.
We want to be in a relationship with peace.
Oh my gosh. The best thing ever.
Yes. So we need to train our mind in order to do that. But the system is definitely not built for that.
No.
It wants to keep us in a constant state of fear and division and work. It does not care about peace, but it is accomplishing what it's made to do.
Is that one of the reasons why people like how they say like I'm going to the desert or the forest and I'm going to spend like 6 months to a year, just out there, isolated.
Yes. Yes.
I get it.
So
I really get it.
Yeah. So really, in the world that we live in, especially with technology now, people will call meditation scroll. I'm being quiet for 5 minutes as they're scrolling. No, they're stimulating. And not only are they stimulating the mind 24/7 by scrolling, they're speeding up any podcast that they do have. They put it on 1.5 speed to listen through.
Yeah.
They want to hear everything fast, everything fast and done quicker, and they can't even watch the videos. The videos are sped up. You can't just enjoy something for what it is anymore. We have to speed everything up.
Microwave.
Yes, in microwave. We're putting everything in the microwave. We don't want to wait for the oven to warm up. We want to put everything in the microwave, have instant gratification all the time. And that's why I think that when people do go to like a forest or the beach or the desert to heal, they disconnect from their phones, their computers, and it's so powerful when you do that because you come in touch with what's really important, yourself. And who was it that said, there was some Buddha or some guru that said this: if you want to heal your body, go to the beach. If you want to heal your mind, go to the mountains. If you want to heal your soul, go to the desert.
I can see that.
Yeah. That's powerful.
Yeah.
If you really spend some time in any one of those places and you feel unhealthy, your body is physically breaking down, go to the beach. Spend some time, take a vacation, spend some time on the beach, the sand, the water, the sun. It will heal you physically. The salt water, like think about any skin conditions you have, you go in that salt water, it heals you.
It's crazy on how your body reacts to those type of atmospheres.
Mm-hmm.
That environment.
Yes.
It was one time I went to the doctor just to do like a routine check and stuff like that. And then it was so much stuff going on at the time. That was when my aunt passed. That was when it was just like a whole lot of other stuff going on. And I was like, I didn't even want to go to the doctor because I already knew. It was like, I knew my blood pressure was high because I was just going through so much stuff that time. But I just had to go. So I went, and blood pressure was high. And she was like, Floyd, why is it so high? And I was, and I told her, what was going on and stuff. She was like, okay. She was like, yeah. She was like, okay, this is what I want you to do. I want you to close your eyes, take a deep breath, and place yourself at a peaceful location.
Did you picture the beach?
I did. Why is it that every time everybody goes straight to the beach?
Yes, yes.
And I did that. And then I really was on that beach, and I was enjoying the beach, And then while she was doing everything and stuff, and then I was still on the beach, She finished everything. I was still on the beach. She was like, "Okay, Floyd, you can open your eyes." I was still on the beach.
Yep.
She like, "Oh yeah, it dropped like significantly. It's like over 15. It went drop 15. Yeah,
Wow.
I was like, oh my god. I was
Wow.
like,
So
okay.
that shows you right there, and that's a form of meditation.
Yeah.
So she was having you meditate.
I see. I was
Yeah,
like,
so
I
that
see
shows
how,
you right there,
man.
Floyd. You need meditation in your
Right,
life.
right. I do. Man.
Yes, it's powerful. My aunt, who had lost her husband and she lived in California, she said she felt God told her to come to the desert. She moved out here to Arizona, and I was like, because you need to heal your soul.
Okay.
We live in the desert.
Yeah.
We are healing our soul every day that we're here.
Man.
But the problem is most people don't actually get out. If you go hiking in the desert, you can really feel it. You can feel.
No, I when I went to Sedona
Mm-hmm.
and I was like walking up the mountain and everything, it was just like, yeah, it was cool. It was nice. It was like no worries.
Yes.
You know, it was I mean, you literally go into a whole different place.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, when you're out, get away from the hustle and bustle and stuff and go and move to something on a higher plane, man.
Yeah.
You can see the difference. You can feel it too.
Oh, Sedona has a lot of those vortexes also. The vortex, I don't know, a lot of people don't understand energy, so they think vortex is, just some word that doesn't really mean anything. But a vortex has energy that you can actually feel when you're there. And if you look at some of the trees on those hikes, you'll see they spiral. Trees that are not supposed to spiral, but they grow in a spiral manner. The reason they do that is because the vortex energy goes in a spiral. The energy moves in a spiral.
Okay.
So you'll see some trees. It's so cool. I love walking on those hikes in Sedona, and I look for those trees now because I know that it's the vortex doing their magic. So if it's doing that to a tree and you're sitting there meditating, what do you think it's doing to you?
Wow. See, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's powerful. Sedona is awesome. I love Sedona. I go there all the time. Actually, I'm doing a retreat in September. There, I'm going to be working at a retreat. So,
Okay.
yeah,
And
that'll be fun.
That's for healing and
Yes.
and that peace. And,
Be doing yoga, meditation, a bunch of fun stuff.
Okay. So look at
Sound
that.
healing. Got my crystal bowls, my gong, and
Wow.
yeah, it'll be a good time.
Man, I need to start doing stuff like that.
Yes.
Man.
Also, I do for all of you that have a hard time meditating or doing yoga, just getting yourself to do anything. I'm actually creating an app that's going to be out the end of this month. We're in June. Tomorrow's June. So the end of June, it will be launched, and it will be an app that about meditation, yoga, mudras, mantras, all of that. You basically put in all what you're interested in learning and how much time you have a day, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, or even longer. And it will be set to that time for what you're willing to put in every single day and what your interests are.
Okay.
So that will help for the people that are like, I don't want to go to a gym. I don't want to, sit in a room full of people. This will guide you. It'll basically be me guiding you through those things.
Man,
So,
that's good.
yeah.
That's awesome, Christy.
Yeah, thanks.
Come on.
That's the number one thing that I get is I don't want to be in a room full of people.
Mm-hmm.
But it only takes 5 minutes. And then what you realize is that some days you want more time and some days you need less time. So you work at your own pace. But once you have those tools and you realize, you know what? Doing yoga is not about going to a class for an hour. It's about having it in here. Having those tools in here that when you start to react a certain way, you could reel yourself in and say, you know what? I need 5 minutes. It's kind of like when I was married and I had a bunch, my twins were young. At the one time I had a newborn, 2 toddlers, and 2 teenage boys. That's a lot going on in the house at all times.
Yeah.
I would hide myself in the bathroom for 10 minutes.
Mm.
They'd be like, Mom, and I'd have to lock the door because kids have no boundaries. They just come in all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd lock and I'd be like, Mom's pooping. I just say that. They're like, Mom poops a lot. And I'm like, Mom needs to go to the bed. Because they knew the only time I locked the door is when I'd say I was pooping. I'm pooping. You don't want to smell it in here. So they knew that's the only time that I would like lock the doors when I'd say I was pooping. So I needed that like 10 minutes and I just breathe. I would go in the bathroom and be like, and I realized, and I'm like focusing on my breath, that's a form of meditation. Before I knew what meditation was and how to do it in a decent manner, our body knows what it needs and it tries to find ways to give it that. Now, when you actually learn these tools, I don't need to go to the bathroom. I can do it with you right here in the room. Like I can zone into myself and say, okay, I need this minute. I need this breath. Even my kids have been in the car before where I'm like pumping my stomach and I'm doing a certain breath when I'm driving to California because I know this breath will give me energy and I'm starting to feel sleepy.
Okay.
And so like I'll do breath of fire and I'm pumping my stomach. My kids are in the back seat. They don't even know I'm doing it. But I know that, you know what, I've got a long drive and I want to give myself more energy. So I can do these different breathing techniques around people where they don't even know that I'm doing it. Or a mudra that like, I know I need to calm down. I need to, go inward, I'll do, or I need energy, put these fingers together. I know the different techniques now that I can do around people that I don't have to run to the bathroom to say I'm pooping for 10 minutes, and that's really what it's about, is just giving yourself those tools that you can say, this is what I need right now. I'm going to utilize this tool. You don't have to run to the gym for an hour class just to recalibrate yourself. My goal and teaching other people are what are the small tools and techniques that you can use every day for everyday situations. You know what? My shoulder's kind of tight. This is the stretch that I need to do right now. My hip's kind of tight. This is the stretch I need right now. You don't need to go through a whole hour-long class to get that one thing your body's begging for right now and screaming for. Saying, give me some attention. Your shoulder, your knee, whatever part of your body is going, give me some attention. You can give your body that attention right now.
Wow. So basically it's like more so like on demand.
Yes.
You're literally putting something in front of somebody that is going to be like, they can be at work and sitting there and something's going on, whatever's going on with their body, they can just boop, there it is.
Yes.
Start activating.
Because once you learn these tools, you realize that yoga is not a class that you take. It is a lifestyle that you live. Okay. So once you have these tools, people ask me all the time, how many hours do you do yoga a day or a week? And I'm like, every day, all day. I'm doing yoga right now. It's about your thoughts. It's about your mind, your actions, the way you think, the way you speak. That was a big thing that really hit me was when I started really getting into my yoga practice, is that yoga is not about the postures and the stretches. It's about the words that you speak and how powerful they are. Like everything you say, everything you think, everything you do, everything you watch, it changed the movies that I would choose to watch because I don't want my mind in a certain headspace. It would change the conversations I have with people. So it really becomes about an all-day, everyday thing about what you choose to, who you choose to speak to, the way you choose to speak, the way you choose to live your life. Yes, you do need to stretch your body and move your body, and you need to focus on your breath. Mm-hmm. But think about when you are stressed, like my ex-husband used to joke about it all the time that, oh, there goes Christy with her sigh, and I didn't even know I was doing it, because whenever I would get stressed, I'd go, that was my thing. Yeah. Breathing all hard. Was my breath, my body trying to regulate itself. I didn't even know I was doing it. It was subconscious. But my body's trying to recalibrate itself. So now once you realize that you do that, oh, let's breathe like this for a few minutes. Let's take some deep breaths and see what that does to the system. Obviously, my body is asking for deep breaths because it's sighing.
Right.
And let's see what that does internally.
Yeah, because I know when I take my deep breath, it hurts.
And that's the thing. My sister said the same thing when we sat down to start taking deep breaths. She goes, my chest hurts. I said, that means you're not doing it enough. That means you have so much stuck energy right there that it won't even let the breath in your lungs. It, like when you breathe and you feel this pain right here, that means you have stuck energy that needs to be broken up. And you can do that through breathing. You can do that through frequency. I do sound healing where I actually put my crystal bowls on people, and the energy, the vibrations that you feel go into your body, it breaks that up. It breaks up that energy. It's very powerful. You've seen me bring my bowls before, and that vibration actually breaks up energy. So like you can do that. You can hum. People sing in the shower. That's very powerful. That's healing too. We think it's like fun as kids. We're just singing. No, they are regulating their system by singing in the shower. It's not just for fun. It is actually healing. Because when you're in the shower and you're vibrating this whole area. It goes in your lungs, you know, your throat. You're stimulating your pineal gland, your pineal. Why am I drawing a blank? I'm drawing a blank. But you're stimulating this whole area. And it goes throughout your entire body, rebalances your body. So sing in the shower. Man.
Well, I get down in that shower, boy.
Sing in the shower.
Hey, I'm telling y'all, if y'all want to hear some good singing,
find you in the shower.
In the shower, boy, because I put it down.
You know what? And it actually heals not only yourself but the people around you. That's why we love music so much. Because those vibrations of the music is very healing. My daughter sings in the shower all the time, and I literally sit outside the door and I sit there and I absorb all of her frequency because it's so beautiful. I can feel my body like shift when she starts singing. So I'll sit outside the bathroom door when she's singing, and I just I take it all in, even when someone else is singing. It is very powerful. And also cats. Did you know that cats purring is healing?
A cat.
Cats, yes. A cat that purrs, it's actually very healing. So if you notice, like if you're sick and your cat will come sit on your chest and start purring, it will heal you.
I thought it was trying to attack you.
No.
Get ready,
And I always push my cats off me, like, okay, no, go away. And one day I'm sick and I'm like, and she started she's purring. She just wants to sit on my chest. I'm like, I can't breathe. You're like on my face. And then I'm like, okay, I'll just let her sit here for a minute. She started purring and I could feel the vibration going into my chest. And I was like, that kind of feels nice. And then before I knew it, I stood up and I'm like, start coughing. I was like, you know what? I don't feel as congested. This is funny. And then I saw an actual study on it that cats that purr is healing. It has a healing frequency. Yeah, so that's another thing. You have a tummy ache, let your cat sit on your stomach and purr.
Man. See, the lessons we learn. We learn stuff every single day.
So here's some tips on how to gain some peace. Let your cat purr on you. Listen to your kids sing in the shower.
She said purr.
Purr.
Okay, purr. Purr on you, okay?
Purr, yes.
What's the other one?
Listen to your kids sing in the shower.
Okay.
Sing in the shower yourself.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I most definitely do that.
And the number one thing you can do all the time is take deep breaths. Focus on your breath because shallow breathing is shallow living. If you want to live a deeper life, breathe deeper. Breathe, take that breath all the way down into those areas that you're feeling tightness that you never reach with that breath. Got to take a deep breath in order to get that oxygen to those areas.
Okay.
So
Okay.
breathe deep.
Man. So you know that it just came to me like when we're talking about stress and then like businesses and you know, it's like you're working so much to like if you're like an entrepreneur and you're working so much to get your business off the ground,
Yeah.
or, you know, get your business, you know, on a different whole level. And along with that, you're gonna have a whole lot of stress, overwhelmed stress, you know, because why? It's like it's taking a toll on your body,
Yeah.
you know.
But then
So,
you're working for yourself. What about when you work for other people? It's the same stress.
oh my gosh, I think
At
that's
least if you're an entrepreneur, you're all that stress is going to your own business, and you're usually doing it because you love it. It's something that you love doing.
okay, yeah, yeah,
There are entrepreneurs that go out there and they're just trying to make money. But I say if you're going to become an entrepreneur, do things that you're passionate about. Create things that you enjoy. Because yes, it is a lot of stress, but then also it's not as much stress when you enjoy doing it.
right. You know, and even with social media, that can bring a whole lot of stress.
Yes.
You know, I mean, you can just read a post and be like, "Oh man, I'm stressed out."
And you know, the tricky thing with social media is because it's stimulating our minds constantly, you don't even realize that you are in a state of stress. And people become addicted to the stress. I'm telling you, you have that, your stomach starts to get in a knot and you're scrolling and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe that's happening. You scroll to the next one, oh my God. And you keep watching those clips that put you in a constant state of stress.
Right.
And you actually become addicted to that. It's an addiction. It's an addiction. And people don't even realize that they've become addicted to the stress, that they need more of it. They need more. They need more. But you know, my question is, if the system is built to keep us in a constant state of stress, why? Why because when you're stressed, when you're divided,
there it is.
Your energy, your frequency is lowered. So why is our frequency collectively trying to be suppressed and kept in a lower state? What is it that whoever gets that is it? What's accomplished by that?
Well, it gets to the mindset. Your mindset is out of whack. So your judgment is starting to. It's like if they have something in front of you, if your judgment was sober and focused right, then you wouldn't be doing those certain things when it comes to purchasing stuff or getting stuff, whatever it is, you know, or buying whatever they're trying to sell you.
Okay.
Okay. So that's one thing about, you know, having that mind that's overwhelmed with all that stress and all that, you know, anxiety and all that stuff that's going on.
Yeah.
You know, because like I say, you're starting to just. I mean, you'll go out there and buy a couch, you don't even need it.
So it's to keep us in a constant state of fear and stress so that we buy, we do, we
accept
whatever it is that they want to paint the picture as.
That's one of those things that I have it, here it is. You buy it. Yeah.
Yeah, which is that came out a while ago that our information is being sold to everyone. Through our phones, our information is sold. That's why you can talk about sheets, and the next thing you know, sheets are popping up on your phone. Like,
but see, that's the thing, though. You don't even have to talk about it. You can just think about it,
right?
And don't even say
that's
anything.
Crazy.
And it's like right there.
It's like reading our minds.
Man. And I flip out on that though. I'm like, because it was like just this morning. I was thinking about what was that? I was thinking about some it was some banners because I'm trying to design some banners, and why is it that I go on there, and then you have like 33 times 21 retractable banners and all this? I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, it was just all like right
Interesting.
there.
So they talk about putting a Neuralink in like our brains to connect us, but are we the Neuralink? Are we already connected? Are we already connected to the big wide web?
Man.
But then again, because we are energy, have you ever been in a room where you're thinking about something and someone else says it and you're like, I was just thinking that?
Oh,
like,
yeah,
because
yeah,
we are all
yeah,
connected. That's
yeah.
why when I can't think of a word, I'm like, Floyd, what word am I trying to think of? And you'll pop up with it because we are connected. Like, we're all connected. Yeah. I can start a sentence and you can finish it,
Yeah.
or, you know, if you are in a room, you can bounce off of each other because we are like the internet. We're energies that are all connected. And somehow these phones are now part of that, and it's connecting to us. And it's reading our minds.
Man.
And it knows when we need something and what we need, and it's gonna give us a million ads.
Man.
What is it? Oh, I was watching something that also was talking about, in China, they have stores that you can walk into, scan, I think it's scan your phone. Okay. So they see that it's you, and your phone's already connected to your wallet. So you scan your phone when you walk in, you grab a bunch of stuff, then you just walk out of the store. You don't have to pay, and then when you leave the store, it sent you a receipt. It already charged you for everything you grab in a store. You don't need to go through a checkout. You don't need to, put anything in a bag. You just grab stuff, and then you walk out of the store, and it sends you a receipt. I thought that was crazy.
That's real crazy.
But then again, if they know everything about you, I also heard that they can say this person can afford milk for this price and this person can afford milk for this. So it'll give different people prices depending on who you are, how much money you make. And so when you walk out of the store, it's actually charging different people different amounts.
So are they like telling you, okay, on your phone, when you're going in there, are they telling you, okay, you can afford this milk or you can afford this cereal?
They don't tell you. They just charge you that. And they say it happens right now. It's already happening.
Wow.
Like, okay. Well, I don't remember where this was, but in the store when they have like the little price tag, it's like not the ones that are on paper, but the ones that have like those little price tags that it's like electronic price tag. Those can change depending on who's walking by it.
Okay.
So depending on who's walking by it, the price tag will change.
Right.
So just kind of like on our phones, when you go book a flight, it knows like you have this much money, you can afford this amount, this is what you're willing to pay, and it will give you that, this is how much. That's why I heard some trick, like go to the library when you book flights, because if you do it from the library computer, it doesn't know who's actually booking it. Have you seen that?
No, that's funny though.
But I was like, hell yeah, I need to start going to the library when I book flights. Because our phones know us. Man. It knows how much money we can spend or that we're willing to spend. I don't even know if it's can spend, how much money we're willing to spend or used to spending, and it will jack up the price higher.
Yeah. Wow. Man.
So wait, you have to cheat the system by completely not even using your phone. I'm going to go use the library's computer instead. But I think that's kind of crazy. The fact that our phones will just say, "Hey, this is how much you're going to pay for a flight. This person paid a quarter of the price, but we're going to have you pay this." Crazy world we live in.
Oh my gosh. This is a crazy world. But, I'm going to give some final thoughts.
Yes, please.
Final thoughts. The system may not have been built for peace, but that doesn't mean peace is impossible. The challenge is learning how to create it in a world that constantly tries to take it away. That's the final thoughts.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like it too.
Make peace your number one.
Love war.
Yes, I like it.
All right, y'all. Anything else you want to say, Christy?
Yeah, learn those tools, learn the techniques that bring you back to you. The breath, the mantras, if you need to hide yourself in the bathroom for 10 minutes, whatever it is that you need to give yourself that peace, make that your goal, make that your focus.
I like that. Yeah. All right. As we end all shows, love, peace, and soul.
Take your shoes off at the door, yeah, we getting real. Talking all the things they say you shouldn't feel. From locker room truths to Capitol lies.